an ore of copper and silver that I can then smelt to make copper and silver tools. You can see that below ground there are massive caverns filled with other stuff. That is the one thing you can't do to an extent. Now, something interesting, actually, I'm going to go ahead and open this up since you do seem to be curious. Within your own game, you cannot leave to go to a different area. But the thing is, each region, when you start to play, is generated at the beginning. So you generate the whole thing to start off the game. You run through a world gen process where it plops down civilizations, has them all interact for X number of years. And in this world, I had it go for as long as I could so that when I made the Great Library, it would be... there would be a lot of stuff to write about, essentially. There would be things that they could talk about in this library that these scholars could discuss. Now, the thing is, my first attempt, I got totally wrecked. A bunch of zombies came from a necromancer's tower and just wiped out my whole fortress. It was brutal. It was absolutely brutal. Now, the thing is, once I lost, I was able to come out and get back into the world map. So you can see the red are dwarvish civilizations, the blue is humans, this yellowish color is elves, this greenish color is goblins, and there's a few dots of purple on the map, and those are kobolds. But now that we're here in this Legends viewer, before it was used to see the first 500 years of the map. We could see kind of how all the different, so if we go back to the very beginning, we could see, oh, this is how these civilizations grew, this is the places they took, these are the wars that they fought. You can see how they interacted. And then coming up to the end, we can now see that here's what the world was like when I started my first attempt. And if we go one more, this right here was my first attempt. This was my first attempt. And you can see a year later, it got destroyed. That's why it's grayed out. If we went a year further into the history, like it is right now, if we, where's the year? Why is it not showing us the year? Do I have to unpause it to see the year? What have I done? The year is supposed to be showing up like right here, I'm pretty sure. I don't know what's going on with that, but we're in the summer of 552. So you can see this is 551. That's when this died, right here. And then in 552, we started up another attempt. And actually, we've come down, and this fortress is right here. So here we are in another part of the world, still living under the legacy of what happened, you know, over here. And we're trying to build a different Great Library now. So you can kind of manipulate and go to other places. But yes, adventure mode is the way to actually walk around the world. I've only done a little bit of adventure mode myself. It seemed very, very daunting, and I got like a little ways into it and immediately got killed by a spider. Just like I stepped out into the caves and the cave spider just murdered me. So I will say that playing a good amount of Dwarf Fortress first, or like Fortress mode first to kind of like get used to the game, is probably prudent before jumping right into adventure mode, but you absolutely can just set up a world, even hide the history of the world so that you can't know what's going on, and just jump into a random place in adventure mode and just explore and see what kind of world was created. I know that's a thing that people like to do a lot. And in fact, probably after I get my Great Library created, if I can make it successful, I will abandon it to just the AI and create an adventurer and just go try to visit the library as an individual. That'll probably be something I'll try to do. It's generally a very cool game. There's lots to do, but it is very dependent on kind of like coming up with your own ideas of things to do. You have to give it a life yourself, much like you would in, you know, a Minecraft or a Terraria or things like that, where there aren't. Well, I guess Terraria does have its own set of goals and stuff, and like you know, progressions that you can do and different monsters to get to. But I remember very early on, Terraria was also very much just like, okay, here's an open world. Here's some other people you're interacting with in this open world. Make some stuff. Have fun. And yeah, this game is that. Just, you're on your own. You control your 7 little dwarves. And you have your 7 little dwarves make the stuff. Very, very fun game. I definitely recommend picking it up. If you're looking to get into it, you'll have to look up the Paradexis Errant Starter Pack. It's the best way to figure out what is going on and how to do stuff. It comes with a bunch of little tweaks and mods that make this game a lot more accessible to the layperson, like myself. Oh, I haven't actually activated a Butcher or a Tanner. Yeah, absolutely I can. Let's go ahead and just get the latest Paradexis Errant starter pack. So yeah, we're gonna want to go. So this is not the latest version. Where can we find the 42? Yeah, here's the 4204 starter pack. This is the very, very latest version of the game. And then if you want to also understand how to set it up and get things working, because that's a little bit more complicated, let me go ahead and link you the basic playlist of tutorials that I always link everyone. And the other guys are gonna know this. This tutorial series is very good at helping you get the game installed in the first place. Figure out which settings you need to turn on and off, and then you don't need to watch all the tutorials. But if there's anything you're confused about, this is just really, really well organized. You can go on through and be like, oh man, these caravans came and I didn't know how to trade with them, so I missed out on the trading. Well, you come down to video 18 in the playlist, bam, trading, and Daz will teach you exactly what to do. I watched a good 30 or 40 videos out of that playlist to figure out how to play this game before I got started. It's definitely a complicated one. Definitely not for the faint of heart, but I definitely recommend it. Whole lot of fun. All right, let's see. Where are we? Yeah, so I want to make this stockpile now. We want to do this to be a finished goods stockpile. Just all the way in through here. We'll want to also add in... let's bring our leather and cloth in there. Oh yeah, we've got to go E for enable. Let's do our sheets, because we did bring some with us. And then I don't think there's anything else that... the furniture getting stored there is probably a good idea. And I think that includes the anvil that we have. So that'll be perfect. And perfect timing, I got some more migrants. So this will be good, because we can make some of these guys... Let's actually go ahead and unpause, let them all walk in. Where do they come from? Right over here. Perfect, 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 perfect. Wow, we've got a piglet. Good. That's really good, actually. We do want that. So it looks like all the migrants have come in. Let's go ahead and read them in Dwarf Therapist. Only four migrants this wave. That's okay. It's not too many, but that's not too few. We've got 2 fishers. We actually just don't want them fishing. There's just no places for them to fish. But that means we can turn off this guy from the fishing that he was learning how to do. We got ourselves a cheesemaker. That's fine. And this guy can totally do butchery, tanning, and leather working. Fantastic. There we go. There we go. Something else we're going to need is a gelder. I don't know why I can't find gelding. Because that's actually something we really need to stop these dogs from having any more puppies. Because if we have too many more puppies, it's just going to be a big mess. Just a big mess. Oh, there it is, gelding. Okay, so what role is that? Gelder, okay. The same new guy can do gelding, and yeah, now we're just going to put this new guy on gelding duty. This guy only could cut wood, and we don't have any more wood really to cut, so he was useless. Uzol also has no skills to speak of, so this person is going to become... Man, what can we make you that would actually be useful? Well, you're gonna learn how to farm, man. You're not a farmer. You're not very good at it, but you're gonna learn how to do a lot of these different things. You're gonna learn how to thresh. You're gonna learn how to mill and how to make cheese. Now you don't need to learn how to make cheese, but that stuff. Okay, cool. That person is going to learn a lot about farming, and you know, it wasn't their calling, but hey, guess what? Sometimes life doesn't take you where you think it's gonna take you, and you got to learn a new task, learn a new skill on the fly, on the go. Okay, our miner's finished. This got built. These are getting created soon. We can send our miners making the rest of... Oh, we're going to need some more beds. How are we on wood? We have just a little bit of wood. So we're going to make the 4 more beds. So we're going to get them positioned in our dormitory. Man, yeah, we're really going to need to go down into that cavern to cut down some of those mushrooms for wood. Which is a strange sentence out of context, I know, but trust me, it makes sense. Let's see, what is the next thing we need to design? We should actually probably get our metalworking floor up and running. So this will be, coming out this way will be the metalworking floor. Immediately behind, I think, is actually where I'm going to put the charcoal reserve. So we're just going to go like this. Oh, that's too much this way. No, it's not. It was right. I just thought it was wrong. So this is going to be enough of a reserve for charcoal. And let's set this up so we can put in a good number of wood burners. So we'll have it be one off of the stairway, so not immediately in the way, but just right here. So let's count it out. So we want a space down the middle and then a wood burner. Then a space and then another wood burner. So we want it to be that wide, and then we'll have the space, then the wood burner, then the space, then the wood burner. So this is how wide we're going to want it to be. And then we want it to be able to go, so the wood burner, then a space, then smelter, then a space, then potentially another row of smelters, then a space, and then the forges and kilns and other such things. So this is about how big we're going to want that room to be. And I believe that will give us a good amount of space, and we can put in some stockpiles off to the side for things like the actual ores that we want to be smelting. That'll probably be right here. Let's actually count that out. So 1, 2, 3. So right off this way would be a good place for an ore stockpile. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Then up here will be a good place for an actual metal bars stockpile. We'll probably end up extending this up this way and extending this down this way, but for now we'll keep it even. So this is our wood burner space. This is our smelter. Oh wait, 1, 2, 3 space. 1, 2, 3 space. So right here is where we're going to have our forges. So off this side is the perfect place. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a perfect place for a bar and block stockpile, or a metal bars stockpile that our smelters have made. And then our forges can pick those up right from in there. Perfect. Let's let our miners get to it. Okay, we're out of plump helmet spawn. That was fast. How are we out of plump helmet spawn? Wait, we brought 15 plump helmet spawn with us. Is it because they were in transit? Please tell me it's because they were in transit. Let's check seeds. Oh no, we won't be able to know for sure. Unless we kind of cheat and go chicken kitchen. And see that we have... Yeah, we should have 40 plump helmet spawn. Come on, guys. Come on. Grow the plump helmets. Trust me, it's good for your health. And let's go ahead and... we don't need to butcher the yak yet. Oh, but what we can do is pasture our... Or not pasture, but pen the rest of our animals. So, bam. And shift N and get all of our turkeys in here. Okay, now we're going to go... this is for our pigs. And shift N, get the pigs in here. And the piglet. And now we want to go I, right like this, and shift N and get all of our dogs in here. And the puppies that were just born. And we absolutely want to make somebody a gelder and immediately geld all of our male. Actually, we only got 2 puppies that time. We can do to have up to about 10, maybe 15 dogs. So now we have 8. So one more round of puppies and we're going to geld all the males. And that'll just be how that is. Okay. Okay, this is bugging me, so we're going to go ahead and fix this. You just need to remove this. Go ahead and put in a new one. It's going to be a food stockpile, but we're going to have to change a lot of its settings. Settings. Block all, and then permit seeds. Bam. Bam. Okay. So now nothing should get changed. It just fills in the one square that didn't get properly allocated last time. Oh, our farmer's workshop is made too. Perfect. So we can actually geld things once we get there. And we can process some plants and we can start a cloth workshop, or a cloth industry as well. Now, I'm sure all these animals will get pastured, all the things will get brought down. What is that? Is that a straight donkey? That's a donkey foal. What other stuff got brought when with this latest group? So it was the donkey foal and a kitten. All right, cool.